If you have a 401k or IRA, you're probably finding out you don't have full control of your money. You don't have full control over how much you can put into it. You don't have full control over what you can take out and when you can take it out. You're finding out that you have to wait till you're 59 and a half to be able to take it out without penalty. Plus, in the last year, you've been seeing a downside. You may actually have less in it now than you've contributed to it. You know, even if the market does well, it could take 2, 3, 4, 5 years just to get back to break even. That's what happened in 2008. And then on top of that, IRAs and 401ks are tax deferred, which means that all that money that if you could make it there, if you do make it there, it's going to be reduced by 20 or 30%. Because you're going to have to pay tax on it when it comes out. Well, folks, there's something that's a lot better out there than a 401k or IRA. And I want to tell you just a little bit about it. But first of all, I want to tell you why you haven't heard much about them. And that's because they're not tax deferred. You know, tax deferred means you're going to pay tax on it. But the IUL, there is no tax. You take the money out as a loan. As a loan, it's not income. So what we're doing is we're taking the advantage of the tax laws that surround banking and insurance. Simple as that. The reason that you haven't heard about it is because the government, in their infinite wisdom, looking out for you, they made it illegal for insurance companies to advertise this. Now, just kind of like, you know, big tobacco can't advertise cigarettes. But that's the reason that you haven't heard about it, is because there's nothing in it for Uncle Sam. Not a dime. Every bit of the money that grows in your IUL is for you. You can use the money in your IUL to help fund a better retirement for you. Now, you can't do that in your 401k because you can borrow from a 401k or IRA, but when you do, you're taking the money out of your account. So what happens if the market goes up 30% that year? Your money's out of it. You lost out on that gain. In your IUL, it's because you borrowed against your money is still in your account, still drawing interest. So if the market goes up 30%, guess what you just gained? While you have the money invested in your income properties. It's awesome. So here's the thing about an IUL. If your goal is to grow your money for retirement or to grow it so that you can use it more and more for investments, then you'd want to make your insurance bucket as small as possible and the cash bucket as large as possible, so that most of what you're putting into your IUL is not paying for insurance, but it's going into the cash and growing for you. And so it's very important when we set these up to know what your goals are. Now, here's the thing, is that you could spend a day, a week, a month, a year learning all you can about IULs. Fortunately, IULs are not complicated, so there isn't really a whole lot to learn here. I pretty much explained it in a nutshell. Now, could you get into nuts and bolts on it? Sure. Thing is, though, you could do all that study, and you know what? You're not going to know really anything more about it than you do right now. And that's because you still don't know how it's going to work for you. Because you may have a budget of $200 a month, or you may have a budget of $20,000 a month. Thing is, until you talk to somebody, we enter your age, your budget, into your goals, into the IUL software, and hit a button to run an illustration. It's all academic. If you really want to know about an IUL, just fill out the form below, and somebody from my office or myself is going to give you a call, and we're going to set up a 20-25 minute Zoom call where we're going to enter your age, your budget, and all that stuff into the software, and you'll be able to see exactly what an IUL will do for you. It's pretty simple, really, and it's not painful, and you'll be glad you did. So go down here below, fill out that form, and let's see what an IUL can do for you.